Good morning. It's Monday, I think the 10th of November, if I'm correct. Yeah, there's construction going on. Yeah, I on Monday I start school very late and I only have 3 classes. One has 2 hours and the other two each have just 1 hour of class. And I only have to be there at 12:15, so 12:15, I don't know what you say. English is not my first language, I'm sorry. Before that I have therapy at 11. Yeah, and I've just been knitting away this morning. Yeah, I feel quite cute. I haven't worn my hair curly in a while. And when I went to the hairdresser and I said to please just cut my ends because they were splitting and I had hair to here. Why? She took my hair. But I suppose it doesn't look bad, but I was so happy that I grew my hair out. But well, to the topic of knitting. You just saw me knitting on the polo number 1. I am just 3 repeats away from, I think, the knitting the collar is next, so more double knitting, yay! Yeah, I've just knitted the 3rd stripe, and before I knit the collar I'm gonna weave in the ends. Yeah, my grandpa's sweater is just stockinette in the round. I'm so sorry if you can hear the construction in the background, it's really annoying. And then on my sideboard slip over I've just knitted like a centimeter of double knitting for the tie on the one side that has to be 50 centimeters long. I'm gonna be taking that whip to school with me. I guess I'll see you later. Hi, it's still Monday. It's now. I've just eaten dinner and I'm gonna continue knitting. I have my progress till now is this much double knitting. I think I started this morning at like a centimeter and I just knitted the rest of this after school. I think I'm getting a lot faster with double knitting, which is good because I have so much more to do. This is 32 centimeters. I have to reach 50 centimeters before I'm able to attach the double knitting to the other side of my slip over. And then I think it could almost be 80 centimeters of double knitting on the slip over and then again 50 centimeters for the tie. So I have quite a lot to do. And I have just 3 more repeats, just like I told you this morning, to do on my polo number 1 before I'm able to join in the round. But I think before being able to join in the round, I don't know if this is right, I will correct myself on the screen if I'm wrong. Before being able to connect in the round, I think we're gonna knit the collar. And that's double knitting as well. Yeah, but I think it's gonna be really nice with the yarn I bought. I looked on the label on the skein and I bought Blue-Faced Leicester. I didn't even notice, like I was just like, oh, this feels good and rustic. It's a Blue-Faced Leicester. And I've like told my mom I think this is gonna be an indestructible sweater because it is very rustic. This is not for anyone who can't stand rustic wool. I'm getting better with it, but I'm mostly wearing like a long sleeve underneath, but I'm okay with it having like a V-neck. Yeah. Then I have knitted a swatch. This is in moss stitch, so 1 knit, 1 purl, and 1 purl, 1 knit. This is in the Merino Soft by Lana Grossa. I'm gonna show you. This is what it looks like in the ball. It's 50% merino, 15% polyamide, 50% merino and 50% polyamide. And I think as soon as I'm done with my slip over, I'm gonna start this vest. I put the name on the screen or picture. I think I talked about it in my last vlog. And I expect it to be a little off gauge with this because the yarn is thinner, but my mom is super sensitive to wool, but I didn't want to do only polyester like I did for my grandpa, so I settled for the Merino Soft, which is a DK weight, but I need a 14 stitch gauge, and it's supposed to be knitted on 5mm needles. I knitted this swatch on 5.5mm needles because I was okay with it being a little drapey. It's a tiny bit see-through, but I think that has just to do with the stitch. And I'm okay with this, like it's not entirely see-through. I cannot see my phone when I look through this. And I'm still a little off. I think with the stitch gauge I'm 2 stitches off, and with the row gauge also 2 to 3 rows. So like I told you, I've sized up the needles, and I'm also gonna size up in the pattern. I think the size I would knit for my mom has like a finished garment circumference of 108 centimeters, and the next size has a circumference of 118. So I have 10 centimeters to work with, which is very good. And she won't really care if it's too big, she will just care if it's too small. Yeah, I've decided to like split my days. I've decided that a few days ago. On the day I will knit on my side bow slip over, and then in the evening, like after dinner, I'm gonna knit on my polo number 1, and like the last 45 minutes, or if I can only manage half an hour of knitting on the zipper sweater man for my grandpa. Yep, it is November 10th right now, so I think I'll get everything done. I would like to finish another beanie, like that's a non-negotiable, and then maybe a pair of socks, a DK weight pair of socks. I have to sneeze. Either a DK weight pair of socks or a hot water bottle cover. I don't know. I'll see. That's my update for tonight. I think I will see you tomorrow. Hi, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Today I had a day off school for some reason, something to do with like students being able to talk to teachers. I don't care as long as I don't have school. So I met up with a friend of mine, Anna, and we went out for a studying date. We studied for 4 hours. Yeah, that was exhausting, but I had a coffee and I was with her, so everything's better. Well, my friends are near. Yeah. Then I went to work for the first time in like 2 months. 2 months because I was gone because of health issues, but now I'm back. Quite happy to be. Yeah, then I was not really able to knit today, but I joined my double knitting to the slip over here. Then I have news about the polo number 1. Last night I was trying to knit the collar. It's with Judy's Magic Cast On, and I didn't have cables long enough free at the moment, and I just didn't understand. It was like 1 a.m. So I just said I'm gonna put it away for now, and then I'm gonna knit it when my 120 centimeter cable is free again, which will be when I have finished knitting the body of my zipper sweater man, which I think will be in about 2 weeks. So my polo number 1 will be put on ice for that time, but I would like to knit on it, but it's okay. Yeah. Anything else? I'm wearing my Eva cardigan today. I love her. I knitted the sleeves very long. I'm gonna act like it was on purpose, but it was an accident. But it's really nice to just cozy up. And it's also so nice to have my wool stuff, because I live I can't find the word. I'm living on the uppermost level of my house, like right underneath the roof. That's why my walls go like what's the word? I don't know. And it's getting quite cold here in winter, so it's very nice to cozy up with my wool stuff. I'm gonna log off now and knit. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. And my bangs. My bangs were really cute today. Hi, it is 8 p.m. right now, and I just finished the Simple Thing scarf. I will put up, if that's the right name and the name of the designer. It's basically a free version of the Sophie scarf. I've been working on this for so long because I have no motivation for accessories, but I've just gifted this exact same yarn, the exact same color, to my friend so she can knit it, because she's been talking about mini scarves for a long time, and I was like, I just want to finish this so I can have it too. And now I'm actually quite excited about this. Just take out my progress marker. I've not seen this on, and I will block this like pretty long, so this is the length right now. It's sagging. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this on the way I would to wear it out. Ooh, cute. Okay, so I think I'm obsessed with this. Like, even this is actually perfect. Oh my god. She's so cute, and I think she'll actually keep me pretty warm. But I will still block her, so she'll be a little longer. But am I not fashion? Don't I look like I'm Caroline from Vampire Diaries and I'm hiding the bite marks from Damon? Oh my, ow. I hit my ring on my tooth. Am I not slaying? I feel pretty cool. And this will be amazing for school, so I don't have to be overstimulated with a big scarf around my neck, but still being warm. Closer look. Oh, there's some, but this is like folded over right now because it's so big, so I can put this underneath. Me? Oh, I've just given all my inheritance to my granddaughter because she's going to study at Harvard. No, and please go put my hounds, my wind hounds,
with the other elite dogs. None of this chihuahua scup. That's how I'm feeling. I'm gonna go shower now because my hair is greasy.
Hi, it is Thursday. I haven't updated yesterday because I didn't have like the best day yesterday, and I didn't want to come on and be fake like, yeah, everything's amazing except at night when I finished my The Simple Things scarf, and I wore that today, as you saw like a clip earlier. I'm really happy about it. I felt so cool, and I realized I imitated a London grandma and I said I'm gonna give my whole inheritance to my granddaughter, but it's not her inheritance, it's her giving away the inheritance. You know? I don't know. I have a Red Bull here and attempt to stay awake. I'm not really much of an energy drinker, but this girl's trying to stay awake. This is Fuji apple and ginger flavor. Just had to translate that. But something really exciting happened with my knitting. Guess who's on the ribbing? Me. Oh my god, this is huge. I am on the body ribbing. The pattern like didn't say switch to this and this millimeter size of needles. So I just used the size of needles that we used like for the collar. And that's a 4 millimeter. So I'm using that. Yeah. I would really like to finish this soon. You guessed it, side bow slip over. How many times have I said this in this video? I'm like a little bit away from the shoulder pickup. This time I'm starting at the front. And I think the back isn't as long. No, it isn't as long. So I'll have less to do after I reach the shoulder pickup. And I at least want to reach the shoulder pickup today because this has been on my needles for so long. And I want to wear it so bad, and I need to cast on my mom's Christmas present. I think I'm gonna be done with this like at the end of the week. I hope. Then I have so many tests to study for. I've not been in school for the first 6 weeks of the school year because of health issues, but now I'm back. So I obviously missed so much input, so much of class. I'm doing pretty okay right now in school, like even in biology and math, like I taught myself. But I have so many tests I didn't know about, and now it's just like in the next 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the next 5 days I write 3 tests, and the weekend is in between that. Tomorrow I write one in English class, and it's like a mediation, so translating something. I'm not translating, but conveying the info of a German text to an English text in like a blog entry. It's probably gonna be something cultural. I don't know what I think about my new English teacher. I think English teachers are really hit or miss. Then on Monday I have a theater test, and it's about the book or the drama that we're playing, and I'm not allowed to take the book into the test, and I've only watched a Playmobil video about it. So I'm gonna read it again on the weekend. And then on Tuesday I have a history exam. Those are all exams, not tests. I have a history exam, and my learning sheet is already 8 pages long, and I don't even think I have like everything. But I think since I have finished or almost finished my learning sheet, I'm gonna finish writing that, and then I am gonna study on Monday, because Monday I only have 4 classes. Yeah, I have some studying to do this weekend. A lot of knitting, I hope. And next week I'm going to work again on, I think, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Like in the week that is not Friday, in the work week, I only work 2-hour shifts, like closing the shop. It's like finery foods and like Italian sausages and cheeses and wines, and there's a little teeny tiny restaurant back there, and there's like also Italian coffee and things like that. So on Tuesday and Wednesday I just work for 2 hours closing the shop. That's really chill. And then on Friday I work 4 hours. Yeah, because on Friday we have open longer. Because I don't like working the Saturday shifts, because that's 6 hours of uninterrupted working. And if you worked like in the service industry, it's so stressful. But it's also like I almost get 90 euros. So it does have something to it. 80, 90? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna knit, but I think I'm gonna take a little nap. So, action plan. Gonna take a nap. Like half an hour. Gonna do my homework and study a bit for my English exam tomorrow, but it's only a little bit of studying because I don't really have problems in English. Just looking at the material. And then I knit. I don't think I'll get done with the body ribbing, but I can get a good chunk. And when I'm done with the body ribbing and that is casted off, I can take the 120 centimeter cable to knit the collar of my polo number 1, because that is still on hold and I really want to keep knitting on it. And today in school I tried swatching the Holzgarn Super Soft in Coffee, and it said like I can achieve a 16 stitch gauge with the yarns held double. That was like easy. On a 5mm needle, it was so gappy and flimsy, so I just sized down to a 4.5, and it is still so gappy. No, I was supposed to knit on a 5.5 and was super gapey, like, and then I sized down to a 4.5, and it's still so gapy. And I think I might gonna get my swatch. I have a German pattern book, and there's a V-neck sweater with this pattern repeat. This is like mock cables and then just interrupted ribbon between, and I think it's super pretty, but I don't want to use this yarn. So I think I'm gonna maybe swatch for this, but with the redwood color. And not with the coffee. With the coffee I will probably knit something else, because I would really like an O-neck cardigan. So maybe I'm just gonna self-draft, because I can't find mine with a gauge I'm probably gonna be hitting. They're all like between like 18 to 16 stitch gauges. So maybe I'm just gonna design my own. And then I think it's actually a pretty good idea to knit this with a redwood. And it's like a very dry yarn. It's not scratchy, it's just super dry. And it rips apart really easily, so I have to be a bit careful while knitting. I didn't have a good day until like 12 this morning. Like morning, that's when my school was almost over. I didn't feel very great. But I'm a little bit better now. I'm at home, I'm in my safe bubble, I just ate. And I'm gonna eat again while knitting. Yeah, gonna update you later, and I hope you enjoyed like the little clips I took over the past few days. I really like those, like interrupting some of the longer talking clips.
Hi. So I've already filmed this a minute ago, but my phone deleted the footage. What am I talking about? The phone didn't. I did. And firstly, I want to talk about my outfit. I love it so much. I have my mini scarf because I get cold in school, and then this just H&M cardi, and just the top. And I love this little keyhole detail. And I have super exciting updates. I have been rewatching Stranger Things season 4 this week, so that I'm prepared and know every little detail that's going on for season 5 to drop on the 26th. I was really into it like 2-3 years ago, and it's an amazing show. I love it. I love the symbolism, like everything has a meaning if you wanted to. I love it, and I've been rewatching that, and yesterday night was the last episode, and I really bit the bullet and did all of this double knitting. It took quite a while, and you think like, oh my god, that's so fast, and like one episode, this much double knitting. No, girl. The episode lasted 2 hours and 22 minutes. That's how long Avatar is. So, yeah. And then today I had free time at school. And I knitted this in that time and watched some NetDog, Natalie, Note to Self, I love her. And I have ordered yarn at my local yarn store. The Cool Wool Big Melange in color 1621. It's like a brownie melange color, and she's coming out with the pod sweater, Note to Self, Natalie, in the first week of December, and I really want to knit it. And Lana Grossa Cool Wool Big is the suggested yarn, and like in the US it cost $14. I pay €6 a ball here. That's the normal price, guys. Yeah, and on my grandpa's sweater and the zipper sweater man, I am more than halfway through the ribbing. I have 3 centimeters left to go, and there's 7 in total. And I've learned to knit ribbing continental style, because I do knit continental mostly while normally knitting. I've just picked that up because the time before that I held the strand in my continental hand, but I put the needle through the stitch and I like manually put the yarn over the needle to pull it through. And now I've learned continental knitting and I love it. It's amazing. But I wasn't really able to consistently continentally pull, but I am learning everything on this grandpa sweater. I also learned to continental knit on this. And I've learned to continental rib purling. It's so chill and it works up so much faster. Not that knitting is about being fast, but I enjoy that it's a little faster. And yeah, I have 3 centimeters of rib to go. Then I'm gonna do the 2 double knit rows before the Italian cast off. Archabula, before the sewn bind off. Because I wanted to look really neat, and maybe if I'm really gonna pull through I can finish that tonight, and then I can use the 120 centimeter cable to cast on the collar of my Polo No.1, because I've been itching to continue working on this. I love working with a rustic Blue Face Leicester, I think it is, yarn. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you maybe later or maybe tomorrow, because I want to design 2 pieces. One, I want to design like a mini shawl scarf, not like this, but like triangle shaped, and it's gonna be a free pattern if I put it out. And then with the Holzgarn Super Soft, I wanna design an O-neck cardigan with like 6 or 7 inches of positive ease. That's about 15-16 centimeters. No, 16 to 18 centimeters of positive ease. And that I want to do with double knit edges here, a double folded 1x1 collar, and like maybe 2 centimeters of 1x1 ribbing and a little rolled hem after that. Yeah. Do I have anything else to talk about? I don't think right now, so I'm so tired. The after school nap is calling me my name, so I'm gonna take that now and then I'm gonna knit. Hi, it is Saturday and yes, this is my final form chilling on a Saturday. Comfy pants, oversized hoodie, no makeup, greasy bun. This is just the reality. But I have updates. Let's start with my finished. Oh, where's the front? With my finished side bow slip over. Look at her. I will go and block her now. I hope that the ribbing blocks out a bit since this is knitted on the same needle size as the body, because it's not supposed to cinch in. Yeah, then I'm gonna be like trying to pull a bit on these. These are pretty long, they're each 50 centimeters or about 50 centimeters. But I want like really long ties at my side. So I'm so excited. Oh, this is like this. Exciting. I'm so happy. When I cast this on, I think that would be a quick project because no sleeves. I think a whole sweater would have taken me less or the same amount of time, because the amount of double knitting I have done, this times twice, times 2. But I'm so happy. I think this is gonna be my like Christmas outfit. Next, I have cast off or bound off the body of my zipper sweater. Man, it's so big. Should I put this on? I'm gonna put it on. Oh my god, I have to like hold this close because the slit for the zipper is too low and I'm only wearing a bra underneath. And you can see like the armhole depth. It's crazy, and look how long. Can you even see this? This is hitting like the middle of my thigh. Yes, but I think my grandpa's gonna love this, like the cozy neck. I'm just looking in the mirror like this, or like I'm trying to not flash you. I think this is gonna be amazing. Oh my god, I'm so happy this is coming together. So, gonna plug this now, and then, oh my god, I realized I didn't have my 120 centimeter cable in this sweater. I have it in my Polo #1 body. So I will just be putting that on a 100 centimeter cable, and then I'll be starting the collar tonight. Hi! It's Sunday. I usually only film from Saturday to Saturday. From Monday to Saturday. And then I have Sundays of not filming, but I didn't film an outro yesterday. So, here I am. I started the color. You really can't see anything. It's done with Judy's Magic Cast on, and here's like a contrast yarn for picking up. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just following what's written there. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know what this is for. Like, I guess it's like for these color bands here. But I don't have an idea. I really don't know. So, and this was really tedious because I did end up using 2 3mm pairs of circular needles. Whoa, that was just crazy. It was really tedious to work. I hope I'm done with it now, and I have to not break the yarn, but I am going to, and then just wet splice the yarn together later, because I really don't wanna ball up another skein. Yeah, and this is Blueface Leicester, like it felt super easily, so I can do that. And then I also started on the vest for my mum. This is work bottom up. I had no idea this was work bottom up. I thought this was work top down, but I guess it isn't. And I've already made some modifications to the pattern. First, I didn't do the Italian cast on. I tried to. I fucked up. Then I've only done half twisted rib, realized it looked like shit, so I pulled over the entire thing. I used a long tail cast on. I'm using normal rib, and the rib is supposed to be knitted on the same needle size as the whole garment. I also didn't do that because it looked too holy for me, so I am using 5mm now. We are supposed to use 5mm for the entire pattern, but I sized up because my yarn is smaller and my gauge doesn't fit, so I'm also sizing up the size. I don't know if you understand anything, but basically, other cast on method, other rib, different needles. I'm gonna change to the needles I'm gonna be using for the body. I'm not giving anything away here because it's a free pattern. I've just gotten it 4.5 centimeters of rib. And oh my god, I have to tell you something. It was so funny. Yesterday, a friend of mine, it was his 19th birthday. I'm 18, by the way. And I like do this thing when it's someone's birthday. I just pull a tarot card for them from the major arcana, so only the fancy cards. And I pulled the devil. And I didn't want to be fake and like telling him I pulled something else. So it was like, I think there's something in your life that shouldn't be there. Like, I don't know, a habit, a human, something that's not supposed to be there. But he was genuinely thankful. He was like, oh my god, thank you. I think I needed to hear that. But I was like, I'm so sorry. There wasn't anything nice. Just pulled the devil. I've also once pulled death for him, and like people that don't know tarot are always like, oh no, death, which usually is good because new beginnings. And I used a new method for like tarot drawing. I like shuffled the cards with the intention of getting a card from what he needs to hear right now, and then like with the wrong side up, so with this side up, I like spread all the cards out, and then I used my pendulum. I got this in London. It's a quartz. Oh no. Oh my god, my cards, I don't want to hurt them. This is like a beautiful quartz pendulum, and then I just like went like this with my intentions and with my eyes closed and stopped at some point, and then I picked up the card, and he was like, yeah, that's genuinely helpful. I think there's some things in my life that aren't supposed to be there right now. So yeah, I'm gonna study now. I have so much to do. I have like this app, it's called Flow, where I have like learning cycles. I've learned 300 minutes this week, not including school, just like after school work. Yeah, this is my final Sunday form. I'm gonna shower later and I'm gonna start the new vlog tomorrow. I hope I'm gonna be able to edit this and get this up today, but I don't know, I hope. So I hope you had a wonderful week and like maybe did some knitting or crocheting with me. My sideboard slipover is still drying and I'm hoping to be able to wear this next week. I wish you a wonderful day and bye!